Good day, viewers. This is a Florida Golden Girl. Today's travel adventure takes us to the town of Leesburg, Florida. Today we're going to be looking at a historic cemetery. Today, folks, we're going to be looking at Shady Oaks Cemetery. The gate is closed, but as you know in our other cemetery videos, I always find a way of getting in. And here we go. I'm not sure what's going on with a lot of these cemeteries within Leesburg, but we had already went to one and it was in lockdown mode. So I'm the only one here. And so they've got quite a few above ground graves. So let's take a look and see what's going on. I hope everybody's having a good day and enjoying our comeback videos. It's kind of starting to get harder and harder to get to cemeteries sometimes because they're locked. And if I'm with my sidekick, he doesn't like me to do the trespass thing, but I don't care. So the first grave we come to looks like it's a homemade marker. His name is Edward Parker, and he died in 1940. He was born in 1852. And now that looks like that's done in concrete. The one next to it you can barely read. Let me see if I can go around and see anything. This is an earlier grave. This is 1937. And then next to him is an even earlier grave. Her name is Susie Small. And she was born in she died in 1923. And it looks like Celery City Chamber, Sanford, Florida. And then it looks like she's a mother, but she died in 1959. So this is the view from the outside. And it's a small cemetery. There's nothing over there but wood. You've got a couple of above ground graves. Kid Snow. Oh, okay, so let's check this out. Crap, World War I. Can you imagine? This must be an older part of the cemetery here, but that's so unreadable. Do you see this? So they were 50 years old in loving remembrance of a deer, but it died April 1924, age 50. So wow. When I say it's getting harder, it really is. Not necessarily on me, but governments or local governments are running out of funds. And when there's no money to maintain, they're going to lock everything down like it's a pandemic or during the pandemic. And that's exactly what's happening. So she died in 1957. And so I really go out and I do more filming than people think. And I do a lot of the filming because there's going to be a point in time when I'm not going to be able to see. These are all above ground graves right there. Somebody even put see that? I guess some type of bench over there. I went to Palm Cemetery and took a picture of a guy who was with his dog, and he sat next to his wife that had just been recently buried and was just right next to the cemetery headstone. And I took a picture because I don't think I've seen that in such a long time. Well, so here is another World War I veteran. He was with 305 Labor Battalion, Quartermaster Corps, World War I. So we have 2 World War veterans here. And then we have another. And then we got. And then 1960. So, yeah, this is. They got a flag raised up over there. But, yeah. So going back to what I was saying. So, yeah. So there is the haste, and to a degree, to film as much as I possibly can, because I know people enjoy visiting cemeteries as much as I do. And when they're not there to go to, what do? And there's a lot of YouTubers out there that make a living off of doing things like that. I don't see nothing wrong with it, but you know what? What are they going to do? So she died in 1924. And then Green McCants, and he died in 1919. 1869 to 1919. So he's the earliest grave right here. And then, so what do? How are they going to make a living? Do you see what I'm saying? They're not going to be able to make a living because people pay on Patreon. You know, kind of like, everybody's sticking their hand out for a handout. Am I doing the same thing? Well, I'm not at that level yet. And if somebody wants to do that, then I think that's a great thing. But these are people, okay, the difference between me and a regular YouTuber that makes a living is the thing is that I'm a retiree. I get Social Security and I get my military pension. My husband is not on Social Security until he reaches 62, which will be this year, but not till the end of the year. So I have something, I've got an income, although with the high price of everything now, it's absolutely ridiculous. I'm afraid of saying I may have to look at part-time work. I'm starting to feel it like everyone else, and I'm trying to cut costs. So while I can afford to go out, that's what I'll do. So I'm in the farthest corner over here, folks. So, and we're going to see what the cemetery is, and then we'll continue our little talk. So his name is Charlie Wright, and he died in 1953. So the difference is, again, I've got something to fall back on, and they don't. So unless they've got a ton of money saved up, what are they going to do? So we have another World War I veteran right there. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, everything is just, expensive. And heck yeah, man. I keep saying, before you retire, you make sure you can afford to retire. That's the most important thing of all. 1969. Can you just imagine? Yeah, I've looked at, what type of senior programs are out there that maybe I can qualify for and get some type of break. I found one for the internet, and hey, I saved myself $30 a month, and I didn't know that existed until it was pointed out to me. I'm like, crap, man, all these years paying these high internet bills, and I could have collected it. But that's okay. Everything's done for a reason. So when a bill's raised in one area, I have to look at where do I cut costs in order to afford this. Chiropractic care just went up. For me and my husband, it went up $10. And so last month it was a specific amount. This month I'm like, shit, it went up. Okay, now I can't go to the chiropractor once a week like I usually do because we really need it. Now the VA has programs, but these, through community care, but they're a ripoff because, you really have to fight tooth and nail to get them. And then they give you so much and say, okay, you have these many sessions in this amount of time. And then when you use them up, like I think I had 12 sessions, and I went once a week. And once a week helps, unless I do something stupid and jack my back up. And then I have to go every day until I can get back to where I'm okay. 1957. So what happens is, then you have to fight to continue the program, and it's ridiculous. Why do you have programs, but yet as a veteran you say, oh, you care about me, and yet, oh wow, that's 1990. And then you have, that's an older grave there. So the thing is, it's a dog. So you're fighting the VA. You give your life to this country, and you don't come in. You don't go out the same way you come in. And look at what the hell happens. They nickel and dime you for every damn thing. The people that work there are garbage. Really, I'm sorry. I'm saying this out loud, my opinion. They're garbage. Because they say every day the story changes. The procedure changes. I worked in government. I know how it goes. And now it's like, it's expensive. It's really heartbreaking that you reach this age and you're literally fighting to survive. You wonder why, when your mom was younger, that she couponed to death. She didn't go out to a lot of places. Like the movies was a treat. And dinner was a treat. not being able to, to have your favorite makeup, being able to wear nice things, or now I know why. But back then when my mother was old, you didn't have to penny pinch so much. Things weren't that expensive. They weren't raising the prices of food like $1 million, literally, where now people are going to the dollar store, the food pantries, in order to survive. You can't live on Social Security. I knew people that could live on Social Security. If they had no bills and everything was super cheap, they could live off of Social Security. Not anymore. Social Security is a joke. Oh, where does it end? Okay. So, you could tell it's been a really good day, folks. I'm sorry. So, here is the cemetery. We pretty much traveled every part of this. And I enjoyed it. I'm the only one here. And like I said, folks, listen to my words of wisdom. It may sound like I'm rambling off, but no wisdom is ever dispensed without a reason why. And so I ask you to think about it. That's all I do, think about it. With that said, I'm going to end today's video here. I hope you enjoyed our tour through the Shadow Oaks Cemetery here in beautiful Leesburg. Like, subscribe, click on the notification bell to let you know when a new video will be uploaded. Tell a neighbor, tell a friend, tell the dog, tell the cat. Word of mouth is how my channel grows. Viewers, I appreciate you. Visitors, I appreciate you as well. Thanks for watching, folks. And so long for now.